Fans were so enraged with how Joey Logano win at Talladega Super Speedway, they were throwing beer cans and water bottles at him while he celebrated. The day began beautiful as classic cars that raced at Talladega back in the 70s drove around the track for fans to see and hear. Pit crews worked very hard to make sure that their drivers had the best equipment possible to make it through the race. I caught up with one of them.
On my off time, I like to race on my own. In 2014, went to the Snowball Derby in Pensacola, Florida, where we won it last year. So we're pretty proud of that.
Number 24 was painted behind me this year for Jeff Gordon retiring this year. When I asked Jase Robertson from Duck Dynasty who he was rooting for, all he said was
Jeff Gordon.
But of course, Dale Earnhardt Jr. has just as many fans, and you can hear it as the crowd roars when he pulls into first place. But it's difficult to make it through almost 200 laps without any problems. Even Dale Earnhardt Jr. had to pull over for a pit stop, and ended up getting sent to the back of the line when returning because one of his crew members jumped onto the track before he had come to a complete stop. But being a skilled driver with great equipment, he found his way back to second place in no time.
Logano, Earnhardt Jr. up front for the restart.
That restart came when an engine blew on one of the vehicles, but the second crash you see here was no accident.
So they wanted Joe Logano to win, so he pulled somebody in the back. When the green flag goes, hit the brakes. If the car behind you hits you and spins you out, and then he gets the win because of a caution.
2 years ago, they did the green-white checker. Now we don't even get to finish the race because they let the Logano winner on caution.